come through.
Coming up on Sports Weekly, we'll head out to Cary, North Carolina, the site of the NCAA Division II College World Series, where we find Cal State San Bernardino, the Yotes, playing in the World Series for the first time. Then it's back home. It's the University of Redlands football camp season, and it kicked off with the Oregon State Beavers. We'll also head out to the San Gorgonio versus Yucaipa 7-on-7 passing league. We'll hear from both head coaches in that game. And also, we're going to celebrate one of our local league champions, San Bernardino High School. The Cardinals baseball team winning their first league title in, we think, at least 30 years. It's been a long time for Cardinal City. All that and more coming up on this edition of Sports Weekly on IEMG, and it starts right now. And what is up? Welcome to Sports Weekly on IEMG. I'm your host, Pep Fernandez, and make sure you subscribe to the IE Media Group YouTube channel before we get things started here. We're going to start this segment on the road with the Cal State San Bernardino baseball team, the Coyotes, going to the NCAA Division II College World Series for the first time in program history. They played their first game this past Saturday against Rollins College from Florida. And this is a double elimination tournament. So if you lose one, you still got a chance to win and advance. So game one of the College World Series for the Yotes, trailing 7-0 in the seventh inning. They finally bring around their first run of the game to break out the shutout for Rollins College. 7-1 ball game in the top of the ninth. But the Yotes could not extend the rally. Here comes the final out of the game. It would be 7-1, the final score. But Cal State San Bernardino, again, not done yet. As we record this edition of Sports Weekly, the Yotes will play on Monday against the University of Indianapolis, and that is a must-win game for Cal State San Bernardino if they're going to stay in the hunt for a Division II national championship at the World Series. So a 7-1 loss to Rollins College, and now a game against the University of Indianapolis, and it is must-win time for the Yotes. We'll give you an update on the next edition of Sports Weekly on IEMG. As for right now, let's do a little bit of football. Let's take you out to the University of Redlands. It's camp season out there with the Bulldogs, and first up, it was the Oregon State Beavers, along with a number of other big-time Division I programs on the West Coast. There's Beavers head coach Jonathan Smith looking at some of the top high school football players in San Bernardino and the Inland Empire in all. And there was some great players. In fact, at this camp, there was about 300 high school football players, and that's what they will routinely get throughout the camp season. The Oregon Ducks, USC, UCLA, Washington State. I could go on and on, but there's a lot of programs, a lot of college football Division I teams that come to the IE to check out our local guys, like Malachi Jones right there, the quarterback for Aquinas. We're going to hear from Nemo Neal from San Gorgonio in just a moment. But here's Jim Good, the head football coach for the University of Redlands, talking about, man, what an honor to have so many big-time programs come to the U of R to see our local guys play.
You know, academics obviously is first. For us, family is a big thing. You know, we want guys that really appreciate their family and their significant others. We just feel like if a guy's a family guy, he's going to be a good person. He's going to be a strong character person. That's really important to us. And then academics, obviously, if you're going to go to college, you got to be strong in the classroom. And you got to love to compete in the classroom, just like the field. And then the third thing, obviously, you got to love football. And if you love football, this is a great fit here at Redlands. I think it's a great fit anywhere. But college football's hard. And if you love football and you love to compete both on the field and in the classroom, again, Redlands is a great spot. Yeah, it's great to get all these guys on campus. It's great to see guys compete. And then you're exactly right. I mean, it's a who's who of the IE, and it will be for the next, I guess now 6 more camps after tonight. It's fun for us to see not only just the guys that are going into their senior year, but the up-and-comers, the freshmen that no one knows about, that all of a sudden gets a lot of attention, and then that's kind of the next great thing. And a lot of those type of guys are found here at this camp.
All right, one of our local guys who was out there at the Oregon State camp, Nemo Neal, formerly of Indian Springs High School. He'll be at San Gorgonio this fall, talking about the opportunity to get some great exposure right here in his own backyard at the U of R.
Yeah, I think I did really good. I don't know. I feel like I could have done better, but they're kind of stressful at first. But like once you get into it, once I got into it, I started getting in my zone, and it became less stressful. Giving it your all, even when you mess up, try going 100%, 110%.
And at the end of the Oregon State camp, Beavers head coach Jonathan Smith addressing the group, talking about the kind of guys that they are looking for here in the Inland Empire. He says he loves the IE. He says some great players have come from our area, and that's why he always comes back to recruit the Inland Empire.
We definitely recruited really hard, and you find really good players with some toughness, and football means a lot to them. You know, it's kind of a little bit of my neck of the woods. Went to Glendora High School, was born in Pasadena, so I love coming back out here, and we've had huge success finding guys from this region that have helped us get our program better and better.
And speaking of recruiting the Inland Empire, Oregon State found a really good one in Aquinas defensive lineman star Sione Lolohea. Lolohea played last season for Oregon State, but as you're about to hear from Coach Smith, he's expecting big things from Lolohea on the defensive side for the Beavers. He's going to be one of the main guys on defense for Oregon State this upcoming season.
Yeah, Sonny has gotten better each year and really doing well, not just in football, in school too. He's been awesome that way, great for the locker room. We expect him to have a huge year. Defensive line, he's put on some serious weight. He's played quite a bit last year, but he'll be a mainstay for us this fall. And
all right, when we come back here on Sports Weekly on IEMG, more football action. San Gorgonio versus Yucaipa in 7-on-7 passing league action. That's next here on Sports Weekly on IEMG.